Welcome back. It is game 7. The Orlando Magic on the road in Cleveland taking on the Cavaliers. My best bets are on the way. Win or go home. It does not get better than this. If you are new, my name's Austin from Calling Our Shot. Welcome aboard. We have a special guest today. Get it out. Get the brooms, baby. Just kidding. It was a 1-0 day yesterday. We'll certainly take that. Nikola Jokic over in points. He got the job done. We certainly appreciate it. That's going to be a crazy series. Timberwolves Nuggets. Shout out the T-Wolves for a masterful win in game 1. Here's how game 2 happens on tomorrow. So we'll see how that one goes. But without further ado, let's dive into the picks today. And hopefully we can go 1-0 today. Only got one pick in this video. I'll talk about a couple leans who I think wins at the end of the video. And we'll just dive right in. If you are new, like I said, my name's Austin. Do me a favor. Go down below. Hit that subscribe button. 100% free. Trying to hit 200K subscribers. Only a few hundred subscribers away from that. You could be the difference. Put it on your resume. But without further ado, let's dive in the picks. If you ever need any sportsbook deposit matches or sign-up offers, all that stuff's down below. But the first pick of the day, my only pick that I will put a 1 unit on, Donovan Mitchell, over 28.5 points, minus 112 on DraftKings. I got deep in my bag for this one. Not really, no. I mean, we're trusting a star player that we know is going to get high usage in a game 7, and a guy that's shown in elimination games. This is a guy that I want to back in Donovan Mitchell. He's obviously done it before in the postseason. Now, obviously, I'm going to talk about the end of the video a couple other props I did look at, but I'm not getting too cute here and overcomplicating this for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Push comes to shove, when the season's on the line, the ball is going into Donovan Mitchell's hands. Look, I don't care if Evan Mobley's 10 for 10. It ain't going to Evan Mobley. It's going to Donovan Mitchell, and I just don't trust any of his teammates to show up in a pivotal game 7. Now, we obviously have seen Donovan Mitchell have an up-and-down series, as the Cavaliers have at the Magic, because we've seen every single road team has lost. So the road team is currently 0-6, so the home teams have been dominating, but this series, we've seen him score 30, 23, 13, 18, then 28 and 50 points the last 2 games, going over in only 2 of 6. One of the misses was on the hook. Now, obviously, in game 6, I don't need to tell you, he had 50 points on 36 field goal attempts. He was the only one that scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 4th quarter. Now, that is obviously an anomaly, but it's also not too outside the realm of possibility. I mean, 4th quarter, defense tightens up, and he's their best player. He's going to continually get the rock in the 4th quarter to try to close things out, or if the Magic are winning, try to catch up to him. And we've seen, obviously, Mitchell is going to have a high usage. Will he shoot 36 times again? Unlikely. I'll certainly take it. But the reason I'm just going points here instead of PRAs is because personally, I don't count on Donovan Mitchell to grab rebounds, especially if Jared Allen is back. Number 2, I don't count on his teammates to make shots, which will be where the assists come in. I think he's going to have to get the points. You can take PRAs if you want to, but Donovan Mitchell's going to need a lot of points to get close to a 38.5 PRA line. Now, this season, we've seen Mitchell score and hit this over in 23 of 35 games, 66% when he shoots 20 or more times. He averaged 26.6 points per game this season in 35 minutes per game. Obviously, there's a very real possibility he plays between 42 to 45 minutes. I think he got 43 last game, something like that. They're going to play a lot of minutes. We know that. He's their best player. He's going to be out there a ton, and we are confident that he's going to shoot at least 20 times. But this is Donovan Mitchell. If push comes to shove, end of the season, you think he's really passing the ball? No, he ain't passing it to Evan Mobley. Watch him brick a layup. He ain't passing to Jared Allen. Max Strus is in a really tough spot as a catch-and-shoot player against the Magic, a team that gave up the fewest catch-and-shoot threes this season. And so at Game 7, Donovan Mitchell's going to have the ball in his hands. I'm willing to bet on him, their best player. When the shot clock's running down, it's not like Evan Mobley, here's the ball, go create your own shot. No, that's not what it's going to be. It's going to be Donovan Mitchell going full at his steam, but getting to the free throw line a good amount the last few games. I really think that Spida will have a pretty big game. 28.5 is honestly feels like a pretty sharp line here, but I think he can get us over this line. I was hoping for like a 27.5 line, but after scoring 50 points, they ain't going to be stupid once again. So Donovan Mitchell should get the usage again. If he gets into the 20 to 25 field goal attempts, I feel pretty confident he can get this job done. Magic are obviously a very good defense, so it's not going to be easy, especially with an over-under at 195, but Donovan Mitchell should get the field goal attempts, should get the usage, and at home where he shoots a little bit better, I'll trust Donovan Mitchell over 28.5 points. My favorite player prop in this game. My only pick that I will be rolling with, 1 unit. And we're going to hope that we can go 1-0 just like Jokic did yesterday. Now, at the end of the video yesterday, I talked about some leans. Those leans ended up going 2-1. I do want to always put out there, I'm not going to ever track leans towards my record. They're picks that I don't have money on, but there are picks that maybe stuck out to me. Something when I was researching, like, oh, this looks pretty nice, but I just don't want to force multiple picks into a game 7. In my opinion, the hardest time to bet the NBA playoffs can be really in game 1 and kind of at the end of the series, game 7. Lines get pretty sharp as you get to the end of this series because they've seen 6 games worth of the teams facing each other. And then in games 1, they're kind of trying to figure out, what exactly the teams are going to look like. Game 1, you can attack. I feel like in game 1, you either Go like 4-0 or you go 0-4 because you either have a good read on the game or a terrible read. But here are a couple leans I did look at. Now, I was looking at Isaac Okoro's over 0.5 threes. This was about minus 110 on almost all books. FanDuel is trolling. They had this like minus 240. So they either have insider info that Isaac Okoro's turned into Ray Allen today, or they just really just don't care. And I'm probably leaning towards the don't care option. Isaac Okoro is getting wide open three looks. Problem is, he's not really making them, but at home, I expect him to make one. I just don't want to go into a game 7. People are like texting me, hey, Austin, what you riding with on this game? Isaac Okoro, 3-pointers. No, that's just bad for business. Look, I'm not betting on Isaac Okoro. I think he makes a 3, and I would put it if it wasn't, game 7, but I really do think Isaac Okoro is not a terrible look. And under, if I had to pick one, would be Franz Wagner, but I don't take unders these days because I get cooked on them. So if you want a free fade, probably Franz is in for 20 points added to all your SGPs, but Franz has not been a guy that really showed up on the road all year long. Kind of been the same kind of story in this postseason. Honestly, if the Jared Allen comes back, I don't really know what exactly that Magic offense will look like. No one's really shown up on the road for the Magic. It's going to be Banchero probably having to carry the show once again. I just can't touch a Banchero over because I know he's just going to clank it up when I touch his over. So I don't mind either of those two props, Isaac Okoro 3s and Franz Wagner under in points. I'm just not going to bet on either of them. I obviously am not betting an under. Those are just absolutely cooked. Franz will have like 11 points going to the fourth. If I took that under, he's scoring 9, including a buzzer beater, bank 3 in garbage time to go over. That's just how it is with unders these days for me. Other people can have luck on them, not me. I've never had luck on an under. Never, ever, ever. And then if I had to pick who I thought won this game, I would lean with the home team, the Cavaliers -3. As I talked about, the Magic have just not been a great team. The role players just don't show up on the road. Now, as a person that lives close to Orlando, person that's watched the Orlando Magic all year long, pretty proud of their progress this season. And obviously, I've been a Magic fan. I'm a big Knicks fan, and I promise I'll have some stuff up in the background tomorrow. Yesterday was a long moving day, but that's not here nor there. I've watched the Magic more or less. I've lived in Orlando or in Tampa for the last, 14 years. So I've watched the Magic pretty closely. Was there when Dwight Howard days. So I'm rooting for the Magic in this game. I just don't trust them in a game 7. It's obviously a very young team. Whereas you get the Cavaliers, they've been in the postseason a little bit more. Donovan Mitchell's obviously been in a lot of elimination games before. I think him being a leader on this team will be able to get his team amped up. I'm just not making the Cavaliers -3 pick because I'm not rooting for him. I'm rooting for the Orlando Magic, and hopefully Donovan Mitchell's getting us 29 points, and then the Magic win. But either way, those are my 3 leans. Like I said, they're just leans. I'm not going to track them towards my record. I don't have any money on them, but maybe you were looking at something, or maybe you want to go do some more research into them and see what you like. As always, let me know what you guys like down below in the comment section. Always am curious what you guys are rolling with. You guys sometimes toss out some really nice winners down there. So if you haven't tapped into the comment section, definitely go see what some people are looking at, because look, I can only look, there's only one game today, so it's kind of easier for me to try to look at every different angle, but especially when there's more games on the slate, I can't find every single edge and, value out there. So as always, let me know your favorite picks down below. My name is Austin, trying to go for another 1-0 day. Donovan Mitchell's over in points. Keep it simple. We need 30, Spida, and I certainly think you can get that done. I have a qualm with this game being at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is why I'm posting this video early before the MLB picks. Don't have any idea why it's at 1 p.m., but I don't make the rules. Whatever, it is the NBA. So that's my only pick of the day. Let's hopefully have an early afternoon winner, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks. And we have 2 games on. We have Timberwolves versus Nuggets, and we have my Pacers, the Knicks and Pacers. Should be a pretty good day of Game 1 and Game 2 for those respective series. You guys have a great day. It's Austin signing out. See you in the next one. Peace.